Hello there, my lovelies. Welcome back to another episode of Sitting Down with Soul Writer with Jenna O'Malley, your soul writer. So, I wanted to stop on by. It is officially the end of National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo. So, let's do a quick reflection the proper way with a vlog, why don't we? Rock time! Welcome back, my lovelies. So, NaNoWriMo, National Novel Writing Month. Wrecked me. I tried to be super productive. I tried to write as often as I could, but this story would not be written in 1 month. I did not reach 50,000 words. That is what NaNoWriMo suggests you shoot for, which I don't know why, because 50,000 is too long for some genres and way too short for others. I had hoped to have the books for vitaelangica be a smidge shorter than the Alliance. My Alliance novels for the Arsinoe Forest Alliance specifically run approximately 80,000 words, 85,000 words, somewhere in there. And I wanted to keep the vitaelangica novels a little bit shorter, somewhere between 60 and 65, which I wrote about 40,000 words in 1 month, which for me, that's a feat. Now, mind you, for me, that's a lot. I do type fast, but I also teach full time from home. No, that does not mean I have free reign to write in between. The school I teach for virtually is kind of sticklery to make sure we salaried teachers don't go into overtime and don't burn out and things like that. Once you hit your 40 hours, whatever you're done is done on Fridays for me. So I only teach Monday through Thursday, true, but during the hours that I'm teaching, I literally can't really do much else. I do try to fit in a little bit of marketing on occasion, like a quick 15-minute break kind of thing, hop on Instagram for a bit, um, and, check email, that kind of thing. But I really don't have time to really get into my world and write in between that. I will admit, I am not doing as well on holding to a daily routine either. So it's kind of me trying to find a balance between the demands of running a small business from a marketing perspective, with teaching full time, 40 hours a week, with time with my husband, with, actual legit writing time. So in the last mental health update video I gave you all a few weeks ago, I kind of mentioned I was switching around what I wanted to do. So pardon the ASMR quality of my mic to pick up every teeny tiny little sound in the background. But I moved away from bullet journaling in some ways. Like, I will still do my daily journal to track appointments. And trust me, with the amount of podcasts I'm doing here lately, that is a savior in and of itself. But I also have this. That's my daily schedule from the time I'm supposed to get up, which I have yet to manage that, all the way until like 9 o'clock at night in 15-minute increments. Why? Well, some of my classes start at like 10:15 or 2:15, so that's part of it. I kind of had to have that designation because my classes don't start on an even hour, but it has literally allowed me to section out my day into 15-minute manageable chunks. And I really do try my best to not live and die by the schedule, just like how I try not to live and die by my outline. Vitaelangica is proving that tenfold. Um, this is at least giving me a clear cut way to see what I really do accomplish in a day. So while I did not actually finish my goal in many ways for NaNoWriMo, I'm really trying not to beat myself up about this. I've talked to a couple of other authors on this situation a few times, and they keep coming back to the same statement of this should just really teach you what your limits are and let you experiment and things of that nature. So while two of the three indie author pals did finish their books, I did not. To give you a little bit of a clue, I did a daily tracker to try and help me track my days a little bit. Mondays and Tuesdays, according to the tracker, are not days for me to expect to do any writing. Yes, it's because it's the beginning of the work week, but I teach in a modified block style schedule. So what that means is kind of like how in college you only have certain classes a couple of days a week and then you switch. It's similar. So on Monday and Tuesday, I have classes from 9 a.m. until 7:30 p.m. So yes, I am essentially, for the most part, trying as much as I can to do teaching stuff during that time, holidays and whatnot, depending if there's a holiday on that Monday, of course. Um, Wednesdays and Thursdays, I'm normally tied to teaching from like 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And then on Fridays is whatever couple of hours I have left. It's usually I do a little bit of paperwork, I attend one or two meetings, and I'm done. So sadly, I typically don't get to really touch any of my writing until probably second half of the week. And that's just teaching, cleaning, wife, husband, family, and whatnot, all, just they need me too. So I'm really, really trying to be thankful that I took on the challenge of NaNoWriMo. I think if I get into a little bit better of a writing routine and schedule to match how I was last school year some more, I'll be okay. To give you all a clue, when I was writing book one of the Arsinoe Forest Alliance, so Ian and Neftiri's book, I was teaching for a different school, but it was asynchronous, meaning literally all I did was attend meetings, grade copious amounts of assignments. Like, it would not be uncommon for me to grade 1,000 assignments a week kind of deal, because I literally had 600 kids who I was the case manager for. So I was asynchronously teaching. Essentially, once I got done what was on my docket for the day, I was done. This school has me teaching synchronously, which means I actually run virtual classrooms. That's okay. I can do both. It doesn't bother me. But you can see where one lent itself to having more of a steady. I think that schedule, I literally worked 8:30 to 3:30, and that was it. So I got up, would take care of whatever I needed to take care of, write for an hour, go do my teaching stuff, clean, and then like write for another hour before bed. And because of that switch, I don't run the same schedule every single day. It has been difficult for me to manage nailing stuff down. And then, of course, Angel happened, and I'm still getting back on my feet. Things with that are okay. I'm really trying to decide whether or not I can handle certain things happening in book 3 now. No spoilers. So it sent me for a loop, but above all, NaNoWriMo and things that happened slightly before have really taught me how resilient I can truly be. And I sound like I'm bragging, but people who know me personally are like, wait a minute, she's admitting this publicly? It's gonna snow. So if you get a blizzard down in Florida, Ubaka, I'm sorry. And to my husband and my family in Maryland and PA, I'm sorry. To get a blizzard, because I admitted I'm actually an anxious basket case who can be productive when she really puts her mind to it. One thing that really sent me for a loop was the world building. I thought I had vitaelangica fairly well figured out. No. I only want it to be 3 books. So you'll get three the 3 friends. The first book is Andy and Mitch. The second book is Micah X question mark. You haven't met her yet. And then the third one is Craig X question mark. You have kind of or will meet her in book 1 for sure. So I'm really glad that it's December 1st. I can take a step back and go work on another project for a while to let the plot holes and the problems I'm having with the world building there not sort themselves out so much as I need to let them percolate on a back burner, if you understand my meaning. So I did decide I am going to focus December on finishing book 3 of the Arsinoe Forest Alliance, Bound by Vengeance in Mind. That is predominantly Frey X Lee's book. Of course, as with the last 2 books, you will still get Ian and Neftiri's points of view in there. I'm also doing a huge overhaul edit of book 1 that may or may not get posted in time for the 1-year book baby celebration. That's coming out in February, on February 14th. There's going to be a huge giveaway for it and things. But with moving back to the Alliance, I'm really getting a little sentimental and nostalgic about it. But I said I missed Frey and Lee. Yeah, I really missed them. At the same time, I got thinking a year ago, Catherine Black, my Saint editor over at Best Book Editors, was just finishing book 1 for the first pass, and it hadn't been published yet. And I just, again, in light of reflecting on NaNoWriMo, in 1 month, I wrote 40,000 plus because I edited out some words, but I can write 40K plus in a month if I put my mind to it. But in a year, look at what I've done. In a year, I have almost completed the first 3 books to 1 series and started a spin-off for a second. And there's literally 1 thread connecting the 2 worlds. And of course, I'll be talking about more of that here in the future too. So I'm very glad I did NaNoWriMo. I know I'm not perfect. I know my process and my writing in general have a large room for improvement. And the Anxious Basket case knows it's possible. So thank you, everybody who cheered me on all month. Thank you to everybody who listened and watched this far. Of course, just that reminder. She's gonna remind me. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. And thank you for your continued support. Thank you for being here. Take care of yourselves a little bit better each and every day. We're worth it. Adios. Bye.